Wi-Fi together. Here we go again. Yeah. How y'all doing? 6 past nights here. Mr. Land, if you need me. You know what I mean? We're going to get into our show in a little bit, but you know how we do. Over here, we're going to continue with some more Drake news. Breaking down your down bad behavior. We breaking down your beta felt behavior. We're breaking down your misunderstanding. You know what? Your lack of desire for power, your lack of desire for understanding, your lack of desire for black folks to move forward. We're going to get into all that. I might get to it. I don't got no script. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is we're going to get to the show, though. You feel me? Without further ado, my nigga, let's fucking get it. You feel me? Let's get it. Yeah. Shine treat me like the king of everything, yo. Gucci everything, moving everything, yo. At times it felt like I was losing everything, yo. But you what? Papa give me like a bit of everything, yo. Come on, let room like a peasant, yo. I be polo down in Medellin, what? Keep my circle tight like a wedding ring, yo. Those never die, they go to Medellin. I be rapping till I'm 70, but then I do telepathy. Heading in the clouds cause I'm standing on my legacy. What? Need some blessings, kid. Shawty treat me like the king of everything, yo. Gucci everything, moving everything, yo. At times I felt like I was losing everything. It's $1 billion poppy, fuck $1 trillion poppy, put $1 trillion on my body, kiss my ass because somebody, yo. Niggas getting back, talk about it, they colliding, but when we talk again with LeBron, they getting body. What? I'ma use that bitch, I learned from Geechee Gotti, I'm like John Gotti if he was God body, what? Shit hit like a crash in the Maserati, what? You get something shine, the spirits be my homie, what? Some blessings, kid. Shawty treat me like the king of everything, yo. Gucci everything, moving everything, yo. Times I felt like I was losing everything, yo. I remain the king, I remain the blind. Nobody's never die, yo. You know what I surmise? You been telling lies, yo. Who taught you how to lie? Let's go. I had to go. Hey, I still love you. I hope you know.
Don't stop it.
Say the truth. We were never meant to be. Sorry, I had to. Manpower come from not giving a fuck. Oh, if I represent him, I'm making up if you bust the vibe. Feminine touch the vibe, match the love. You're my master friend. I ain't doing too much. What you mean I ain't doing shit? I built this whole country, even though some of my mirror saying, why don't you love it? Fucking 50-50 should have known you was fucking. Good men aren't kids, so let me know if you fucking look at it. I don't know you. You don't know me. Say you love me. There's no beef, my nigga, there's no us. Get it, I don't know you. You don't know me. Get it, say you love me. I don't care what you say, my nigga, that's not love. Hey, y'all spoil with it, man, don't feel with the truth. I said zone, give us some love and get loose. Feeling wiggly as a crackhead too. I said, dog, don't touch under this, let me produce. In the space you take out, the lines you make up. Now with you when you wake up, we fucking with no makeup. I do this and remember it, so I remember when. Yeah, this is when I lost my innocence. 32 years to find my path. For my son, I cut the time and half. So at 60 was my first blood together. It's a 6 pass. Your baby daddy can never. I say powers in the people, bitch. I'm ready to do makers. You still wanna be your nigga, you still wanna be famous. It's the kid that ain't kidding, don't looks like you thinking. You ain't coming like freaking my nigga. So stop jumping the moment, the win, giving the moment to stop. Quick as select a good time to run up with bitch. Go back to bitch. You wanna bronze so bitch. You don't know me no more. And don't you fucking forget it, just get it. I don't know you. You don't know me. Say you love me. There's no weak, my nigga, there's no us. Get it, I don't know you don't know me. Say you love me. I don't care what you say, my nigga, that's not love. I said I hate you so much right now. I know you shot like a diamond cause the diamonds in your mouth. I know you shot like a diamond cause I put diamonds in your mouth. And I can even hit the building and you cussing me out. I used to want your life, but I don't need your life. I never met my wife, but yo, I love my wife. And yo, I used to want a life that was better than yours. Now I'm eating good, fucking good, ready for war. Maybe change the war. but nothing important. I got bitches with warrant all the way on the orange. I made a kingdom in my house and I'm an orange. Rose up pouring, I need Voltron phone, I say the power to the people, but look like to do babies. Used to want to be your nigga, used to want to be famous. Used to want to black that was better than you was out the ashes though. We're ready for war. Shame. Hey. Oh, your punk ass down. And yo, I was a barber, so you don't love me now. And y'all never gonna be the fucking guy for which y'all can take that fact. And that's what I found with you. Yo, tell your baby mama that I want that option. Nigga, this pop, yo, what the fuck is your problem? I'm chopping through a Rosa Acosta, proceeding with caution. People take L's every day, big. You need to man up and stop being lazy. I wonder just how long it would take me to come back solid on you with HD. The boy I was, finally grew up, I grew up, let's grow up, this motherfucking book, caffeine and THC. Mind your biz, let me smoke my tree. I can't calm it down when I come around. We did not the accident, she was fully happening. We can make it back again. I have it in my life again. We did not the accident, she was fully happening. I believe in Jackson College, I believe in Double Step. I believe in Sean Carter to that nigga Magic Step. I want you attention and I want you confess. I want to ask you a question, but I say all of my I say, yo, I won't quit. Down to the time I'm broken to the bitch being broken. I'm sick, gotta kill for the shit. Fresh car, fresh in my chops, bitch, what you done know? Go back and forth with these hoes. Niggas just covered in gold, I've been covered in gold. You think I fuck with the bro? Niggas just covered in. I don't fuck with Molly no more niggas. I'm out the block party with the blue like Issa. I think I was fucking with you out of convenience. These days I've been calling my son up like Jesus. Me when I was young, but no, now that I'm older. Being on my own way, maybe I'm older. I'm still getting money when the weather is cold. Shit, I'm not over. Got this bitch coming over. What good is the army? Yo, use the soldiers. Pressure ain't the hip spot. They got so. I'm born when it comes talking like a rich nigga. Just can't even self. That's why you a bitch nigga. Don't well with the girl. Seeing them a deal. But you worry about it for singing the pill. Might be the reason that I ain't so stressed. I used to be a bitch. I'm the one that impressed. I said dedicated. I raised mine. Not to the time I was fucking in a bitch. Being broke with the shit. Gotta kill for the shit. Fresh off fishing my chops. This bitch, what you don't know. Go back and forth with these hoes. Niggas is covered in gold. I've been covered in gold. You can I fuck with the bro. Niggas is covered in caffeine and THC. At the Black Sea with the CBD. I had lost for years like G. Ali. You get a Kanye bitch before you get by me. And yo, listen, my brotherhood. Roll through your brotherhood. Contract on you. I make sure your brother good a long time. Wasn't for a long time. I'm thinking don't shit no bitch. Like she's playing an extra. Taps on like he drink when I'm blinking. Out into the years now, I'm no longer winging. Being broken in these little snows. I'm crazy to pray, give food my eyes, go down your block, back the block. There's a large picture, crop the top, I had to get away. Go stand the fuck up, man the fuck up, romance tough up. Nigga, my accent sound no one love, can't put it in words, I sound like young thug. Toxic level, make a bitch get bush. I'm master art, not doing too much. Still looking for the girls and be fucking it up. But once you rap on, nigga, enough is enough. Look, black excellence, opulence, decadence, going on my good friend. This is elegant, dedicated, I raise mine. Shout to the time I'm fucking with the bitch, be broke, sick, and kill for shit. Fresh off fishing my chops, bitch, what you don't know. Go back and forth with these old niggas is covered in gold. I've been covered in gold. You cannot fuck with the bro. Niggas is covered in. I'm many that I've been stressed out. Villain errors and demonized, the storylines get fleshed out. Yo, holding grudges like a bird when I chirp, so they chirp back. Run off on the plug, nah, you can't get your right. It was cold outside, now it's chilling, jealous when it's chill. These niggas see my ex wallowing in pain. I feel like yo, these nigga, really nigga, spirit never win. Touch a Philly nigga on my bullshit. Being lush like a Philly nigga, I need a bitch to be me. Told them, people, give me peace to the dogs when the dog is beating. All my dogs is eating better guarded shit. Like the garden eating, yeah, I swear it's like a gun charge. But you catch the meaning, bitch, you catch it. I think you put your shit together. All y'all need a shit forever. I don't need a bitch be my bitch forever. We get together, we get together, need a better option. What's left forever? I'm all you know, but this food is ready to cook. Phone up the phone, I still made it home. I don't think I'm thinking on my phone. I said, long little. These niggas can't hold me back. These niggas can't hold me back. Long little king. These niggas can't hold me back. They got money, but we got love. They got missiles, but we got love. They got armors, but we got love. They got pistols, but we got love. Cook on the phone, I still made buddy, I gotta represent the teal. I be 40 something with a 20 something. Bitch, I don't know who got you front. Not for none, you ain't stop nothing. Big Daddy still ain't got you nothing. Must be smoking on rock, son. I'm insane and dressed like a stop, son. Oh my God, it's coming. Oh my God, it's coming. Yeah. Big homie, not the load of homie. Got that butter on me. Fight my demons, kind of like my demons. So I'm never low. Find the bottom, find it on me. All I hear is macaroni. Find the open up. Let it rain like Tony. You ain't gotta know. Long way, long live. These niggas can't hold me back. These niggas can't hold me back. Long live. What? These niggas can't hold me back. They got money, but we got love. They got missiles, but we got love. Cook that's the way to home. Fuck with you now, stuck with your trust issues. I got trust issues with you. You are wrong with you, left wrong with you now. Stuck with your trust issues. I got trust issues. Yeah. I don't tell my uncle Dom I'm doing daily applications. I take these blood walks to remember my greatness. So this era in my favorite. Don't forget who the greatest show. I be with the God, no dog. You playing favorites like the dog. If they got the dogs for me, what you see? Got the dogs for me. They all let me get up. I've been getting mine quietly. I ain't even know that I was battling sobriety. No shit, I'm doing no shit now. It's my blueprint. It's my young hoe chick. Give me less money than a fish. I should hate for a fish. It's a big dog. Don't think bitches when it's this. Oh my God, yo. I'm throwing focus on myself nowadays. I've been betting on myself. My name's Dice Flower State. Long hard to come back. I'm going with the storm. Breaking success took shot. I caught the goal and get more things going up. The shit was being done to the day. I'm the same. Just waiting on niggas to come and say me. Then I'm my truth. I'm the fish. They made wonder you was lying. I can talk to the game. I can't refuse to fuck with you. Now I'm stuck with you. Trust you. I trust you. You're wrong with you. Let me wrong with you. Now I'm stuck with you. Trust you. I got trust you. Yeah. I don't tell my uncles I'm doing my daily application. I take these blood walks to remember my greatness. So this guy read my favorite. I'm the thing who is greatest, yo. I'll be with the God, your God, your playing favorite, yo. I'm back to work, I wrote this number like vacation. Rip my brick like my daddy was a mission. Elijah Shackles, I'm playing operation. Me and these weak niggas forever adjacent. Fuck my nigga, that shit up, fuck my nigga. I said, I don't what up on the block, my nigga. And I'm a black superhero, so my ops, my nigga. Super got status on the shot, my nigga. Cause that's a green light, out of line. Like, bitch, you better get your mind right. I like it. Activated my censorship. I bought me some better clothes. Gave her professional photos. But let them know what was old. Don't shit, I'm doing dope shit. Got to that you close. You close with. Yeah, I show you legacy. I say, yo, close shit. Damn, a superwoman. That's a low shit. Oh my God. My homie gave me love. Then my daddy gave me spot. Hello, God, that's my old friend. I ain't seen you in a while. You been hating that bitch. I know you like my style. They bring down, I feel like nah, but hate me now. You niggas acting with abandonment issues. I'm set tripping and tripping with incidentals and calling. Never to you, not to get with your niggas. It's just prove what the I'll do the business with niggas. I said, I fuck with you, now I'm stuck. Oh, you wild, nigga, dirty boy. My face dirty boy. I ain't sweating now, I'm out here working, boy. And a black man's God that you heard me, boy. When you see a black man smile and a black man stir with a lazy ass nigga with a backhand money, my bitch paying for all of the lap dance, shit will get a lap dance, shit will get yo. Let him make love to a bop man low. When I come and check a face with the casket, I can be a saver, but I can't be the trash man. Go, okay, might be a fat with a black man's for the new bag. I got Batman, smile with the black man, smile with the black. What? Way with it, hey, way with it, hey, yo. When I caught right with the blonde hair, I'm an old soul, I was born in the wrong year. Put me first, it's going to be all year. Yeah, I'm Asian like wine, taking the dog, yeah. It's upper middle class shop, be fucking my all pants, number two, a slim gym, get hit with the all year. Put out for you, I'm doing my Jeep thing, bitch change face my second, my sleep things. Gotta be popping the roll out there grateful. I'm actually level on the roll head. Your job to ask me if I do another visit interview. I said, I give a fuck. If anyone cares you was all working out, feel like, hey, you was big working out. Karma so fly, flow, way up, bitch ass. I mean, big got a beautiful soul and a big ass. I'm living hella good now. It's all good now. I'm living in the good times, looking good now. Yeah, riding around the hood now. Yeah, I'm proud of my city. Never put my hood down. My shit was breaking hard, but you got off easy. Black love got hard. Really, my guy easy. And this is what people got trouble moving on. It's YouTube channels, but I make people songs. I put the lighters up for the Jersey boy, the dirty boy. My pit's dirty boy. I ain't sweating now. I'm out here working, boy. And a black man's God that you heard me, boy. What's up? Way with it, way with it. Get away with it, he ain't get away with it. For all the broke niggas who woke up this morning, a rich nigga ain't With it no more pork because niggas is niggas to me. That was a white folks. My lip over my eyes though. Look at my eyes. I do in the matrix. I do with my eye closed. Never feel safe. You know what I know. Light us up for the Jersey block. This dirty boy. My piss dirty boy. Without niggas like me and your time to burn out. The niggas try to break me. I hold the reverse from. That's such long arm. The ball. That burst from. My couple days can't have no time to get hurt from it. Fucking with a king. She knows she got twerk son. Light us up for the Jersey block. Dirty boy, piss dirty boy. Mind right, money right, we won't walk. A bad bitch ain't gonna drop at the front door. I caught running over 100, but you still not happy. But you got what you want. No time to waste trying to fix somebody. So much love I can give somebody. So much game you get, young nigga. As far as mouths, only got one nigga. Listen twice as much. You can hear them hoes begging. Tell them what I tell them about the 7-Eleven. Light us up for the Jersey block. You dirty boy, my piss dirty boy. I ain't sweat now. I'm out here working, boy. But the black man's got on the Clap it up for yourself. Clap it up for yourself. How y'all doing? Give y'all a little production in this thing here, in this dancery. You know what I'm saying? So I've gained the confidence to start including the musical portion of the show. So we're gonna be doing that moving forward. That's when it's gonna get better. The whole idea is to, you know, give y'all as many layers as we can in a little live show. Make the shit entertaining. Make it enjoyable. And no one's giving y'all live performances. No one's giving y'all original songs. No one's rapping for y'all and doing any live shows. So the idea is when we start expanding this shit, not too crazy, you know what I mean? We're going to start having a musical performance for people who own their music, people who actually can do a record, you know what I'm saying? And it'll be collaborations, a little jam session to start off with, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, but it's going to be some high level shit. Not knowing you feel weird listening to, you know what I'm saying? The idea is that, everyone has to make a contribution to the thing that they're a part of or the thing that they benefit from. In my case, it's hip hop and battle rap. So the reason why I can get in front of y'all and make my points the way I do and communicate the way I can is because of my background in hip hop and battle rap and the confidence I gained from that in education. That I gained from that in the sense of identity. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot of confidence from rapping and specifically battle rapping because that was when I was first able to observe in a way that was obvious that I was doing something that a lot of people are not capable of doing, especially people who say they rap. A lot of niggas say they got songs, they rap and shit like that. And that's when I learned that, okay, this is why y'all niggas are trash. Y'all don't have, y'all are rapping, but you're not educated on rapping. Like, you don't know how to rap. It's the same as like, how you sing. When you go from rap singing in your bedroom, right, to somebody putting you in the studio versus when you've been in a choir or you've basically in choirs and choruses your whole life where you've had to actually get a little bit of training and understand how to really turn the voice into an instrument. You know what I mean? But so anyway, so throughout my journey, battle rapping and rapping, I'm like, damn, all right, so I had to be a part of bringing that to the forefront. So we're going to be giving y'all different kind of content soon. That bag coming in. Shout out to everyone supporting what I'm saying. I gotta realize that every time I look at my dashboard on YouTube, where every time I consistently, damn near every time I open the damn app, it's more subscribers. That means people are coming here and they're saying yes, and I thank you for that. So if you don't know me, my name is Six Path Dice, Mr. Lane. If you need me, man, welcome to Six Path TV. If you're still here, please like, share, subscribe. Now, support the channel. Leave a comment down below. I don't care if it's hateful. Write me something. Talk to me. All right. Also, if you came across this channel, that means that you've been solid for a whole lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And right now, you know what I mean? Like, you are getting your just due because you came across me. All right. It is almost a fact that you will leave here a better person. I gave myself several jobs on Six Paths TV. One of my main jobs that I have is that I want to encourage you to walk in faith, because without faith, you can't make long-term decisions. So I want you to develop that. So that's the only way you're going to do the right thing. And also keep continuing to refine your idea of the right thing on a daily basis. Another one of our tenants here at Six Paths TV. But one of my jobs, my many jobs, is to help improve your communication and improve your relationships with people, places, and things. So ultimately, I want to get y'all to a place where I can go the fuck up. That's the biggest problem I see in society, especially with Black folks, is maturity. We do not value maturity. We want to always show people that what we think black is. When we think black is showing our ass. It's something different if it was isolated where it's not being recorded, but i.e. Serena Williams, you've been bleaching your skin and swirling, and you got a white husband, and your ass is out here crip walking with the main motivation being your black ex-boyfriend. A whole lot of confusion. Too much. And you know what else? You know what else?
Sooner or later, her cookies get crushed.
Serena got her cookies crushed. Excuse me. You know what? Maybe I should have had carbonated drinks when I did the show, but who knows? I'm being real with y'all. So I have a hard time sometimes starting the show. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. You know what I mean? You're not gonna see any of this unless you watch the live show. But I have a hard time starting the show at times, right? So a lot of shit comes with just, being tired and trying to think about too much at one time. But anywho, so the first thing I was going to start with was a post I saw on Issa, right? And I'm going to go ahead and share it real quick. This is it right here. Shout out to Issa Rae. Issa Rae is an actress. Hollywood. She's most known for her role on Insecure and also the writing and the producing of Insecure. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me go ahead real quick. Hold on. Oh, this is my comment. Matter of fact, it's still here. I'm gonna read it. Hold on. Let me just finish it. I need to just abandon all slang. So what I basically was talking about is this right here. So like I was saying before, so Issa Rae, if you're not aware, Issa Rae is the actress slash producer, a movie producer, and also most known for her role producing and writing Insecure. She's been in Hollywood for a long time. She's known for her outlandish takes on basically like politics involving black people and stuff like that, and kind of like like aggressive displays of pro-blackness that aren't really about being pro-black. This is the same person who's talking about how black women need to start, looking towards dating Asian men. Or it was either that or she retweeted or some shit like that. But she was basically she came out in support of like, yeah, basically that black women need to date out. And that's going to be a solution for the overwhelming amount of black women who are single. The solution is you need to go see. You need to go. Lee is waiting for you. All right. Muhammad is waiting for you. The men who come from the most conservative backgrounds, the conservative types of like communities where that shit is taboo. And like what with them conversations, they be showing that y'all don't know Asian men. You don't know them. You're basically saying that okay, yeah, he'll definitely risk never speaking to his mother and father again, so he can date me. They will. I've seen it happen. Like, and I have a family that's that's biracial and stuff like that. Asian people will stop talking to their kids. They will never look at that grandchild. Though they will never look at that child. So y'all be telling black women that so that's definitely the strategy for you. All right, and it's like you're telling them to go after men who aren't interested. But I'm sorry, that's besides the point. But that's the kind of stances that she's known for. Or one of my most favorite moments with Issa Rae is when she's on, I think, on one of these red carpets, and she just says, "Oh, I'm rooting for everyone black." You know what I mean? And like that was around a time where it was becoming trendy to be pro-black, because around the time of the first Trump era, a lot of us were kind of trying to find our way in terms of like trying to get an idea where we are and why we are where we are. So eventually we started to put the words together of, you know what? Oh, we're at the bottom. We're down bad. We need to start getting together. And then I think that's when the conversations on relationships became a little more popular. Then around the 2019 and 2021 time, I would assume that's when the panels became more popular after that post Zoom. I'm sorry, 2020 to 2021, you start seeing more of these Zoom style panels and whatnot because Zoom became very popular. So and everything. So we started having more of these conversations about where we are, and then we started kind of talking about different things like, like single motherhood. Is co-parenting good for the children? How do we go about getting some money? And I'll make an argument that terms like generational wealth and the content rabbit hole that leads you down, I think it led a lot of people down the same rabbit hole of, all right, well, what about my relationship? Because to a certain degree, we all kind of realize that the way for y'all to really have wealth or to do well is to have a relationship where there's two incomes. But like I keep saying, Black women want to go down kicking and screaming into relationships with Black men because they don't want to come under our leadership. So what's going on is they figure, all right, well, if I got to be with you, let me go ahead and put together a really good deal for myself so actually it can be worthwhile for me. Because it's really about the fact that she don't want to deal with you. Or maybe not you in particular, all right? Because the fact of the matter is this. Women charge different men different prices. But anywho, let's go ahead and move to Miss Issa Rae. So Issa Rae, so I saw some spiritual world. I want to get into it because I think this is a behavior that needs to die. Okay. So I want to Issa Rae canceled her event at the Kennedy Center after Donald Trump was announced as chairman. And I saw people writing stuff like, today will be known. I think this is right here. And she told y'all a while back on the red carpet, Issa stand on business every time. Somebody puts up a black fist. Another girl puts it, not mine. These are all Black women. If Don't Play With Me was a person, that's right. Stand on business. If you stand for nothing, fall for anything. Snoop can learn something from her. I read this in her voice. So what I wrote was this. No, this is that go woke and go broke shit. It's simply un-American to force your views on people in this manner. Only Democrats think this is acceptable behavior. So she's ruining relationships and future opportunities over her so-called beliefs. Miss me with that BS. This is why Black folks struggle. Now, I need to just abandon all slang because it makes you lose things in translations and nothing happens. So what I'm saying is that, Black people, we're so creative with the way we talk and stuff like that we will find 3 or 4 different ways to say the same thing. Or I have this joke with my friends about how long it's going to take me, the Black man I'm talking to start a conversation. Black men can never say, hey, what's up? How you doing? And I say, hey, what's up? How you doing? And then we start talking. It's going to be like, it was good. You're all right. Well, what's happening with you? Ain't shit. I'm saying, what's good with you? I can't call it. Oh, all right. And then this might go on for about 15 more seconds. It depends. It depends on how good your communication is and how good your time management is, right? But I say that because I always think about the word fat and dealing with that word and stuff like that and my relationship with that word. And over the years, I always got really offended when somebody called me fat. You know what I mean? I might have been small at the time, but I didn't really understand that men aren't supposed to have a belly. Men are not supposed to have fat around their chest. If you have fat around your chest, that means you are too fat, and you are fat, and it should be a problem for you, right? And again, I never realized how much being fat is a sickness until I got older. Until I came down. I was like. I think at one point I was definitely like 325, between 320 and 330. All right. As of right now, I got like 30 pounds from an ideal weight, but I'm 50 pounds from my final form. You know what I mean? And my greatest regret was not being more aggressive about my health. But you know why I wasn't more aggressive? Because of the words I would use. Not using the right words. So using words like thick, like curvy, healthy, husky, and I'm saying, and what happens is that doesn't hit the same as fat. Your understanding of fat is way different. Or the way it resonates with you, it's just way different. But when we get rid of these words or we start using other stuff to explain something and whatnot, like, yeah, you may mean, this may be a metaphor, or it may mean the same thing, but it's not going to, in terms of communication, it's not going to resonate the same way because it's not direct, it's not understandable. It doesn't, you understand? So, terms like stand on business. Don't get me wrong. I like these phrases. I like all of it. But the thing is, I'm aware of when this is cultural expression. We're not having a real conversation. And I realize that black people don't be realizing when you're not actually talking about shit. For example, you keep telling me that Kendrick had the message. If you have the message, so we're going to assume the message was important, it was fruitful, and it was helpful for those who got the message. And that whatever was in that message was something that you never heard before or a perspective you never had before. This nigga made nods to Squid Games. The plot of Squid Games is a group of people who pretty much for the most part are burdens on a family because they're all gamblers. The people have gambling addictions. Somehow this organization targets them and gets them to want to join this game. And if you win the game, you win all this damn money. You know what I'm saying? And they can survive and get to the end, so on and so forth. So, of course, carnage ensues, right? And they're going to find out. Everything's a mystery in the first story arc in the first season. Gonna find out this is a thing where like that rich people actually pay for and they watch from wherever they are and they put bids and all types of shit and so on and so forth. I didn't watch the new one, but the whole idea is supposed to be Squid Games, Hunger Games type of thing where it's basically the world's been broken down and stripped down to haves and have-nots. Ain't nobody got shit. Everyone's down bad, and you know, and basically so many words. People with money, evil. White people, evil. People with authority, evil. Evil. If someone has authority, they're evil. They have money, they're evil. If they're different from you, evil. But the reality is that, we have, because what happens with the isms and the schisms and stuff like that, and talking about colorism and racism, for one, when we use those words, a lot of times, it's one thing to look at those, use those words as tools to better understand interaction, your environment, and people around you. It's a whole other thing when you're trying to get someone who's not really a part of the situation, or there's so many words like when we do with white folks. And when I think about the fact that how do they experience that? You realize that they're a human being and they got their own shit going on. Why do they have to care about your feelings? This is a byproduct of female leadership. And what happens is, men, you don't realize that you think kind of like a bitch. You do things for attention, all right? You're mad whimsical. You treat people based on how you feel that day, okay? You don't stick to your word. You know what I'm saying? And like Elwin, you don't realize when you're emotional. You don't look at it as, oh no, I'm being emotional right now. I gotta check myself. That's why, I'm like, man, I'm fighting. I'm trying to keep this sugar down, because that sugar in my microbiome, it stopped me from being able to lose weight. It stopped me from being able to have the just best like blood flow in your body, your brain, your mood, everything just come down. When you got too much sugar, you know what I'm saying, and in your microbiome and shit like that. But anywho, so back to Miss Issa Rae. So Miss Issa Rae saying that, so I guess she had a performance thing. I don't know the whole story, but what the black people in the comment section fail to understand is that nothing is different, and it doesn't change the world. It doesn't change anything. The reality is that no, you would get more done if you're able to communicate and politic and work with people who are different from you. If you're so right, if you know what you're doing is so right, and it's actually because it's not about that. It's not about righteousness. It's about the attention that you won't get in the headlines for taking the opportunity to either appear. And again, women can never resist the opportunity to appear as a hero that didn't actually save anyone. We got to realize, like, women don't want to deal with actual pressure and aggression and critique and shit like that. Like look at Lizzo. Lizzo's whole thing was being a fat bitch. That was her whole thing. I'm a fat bitch, and she basically talked about S.A. and Drake. I have an F Drake. Yeah. Nigga, what? What? Nigga, it's Drake. It's Drizzy. It's Drizzy. Come on now.
Go!
You know what I'm saying?
Donations. Because I always respected your hairline on television.
Not yet. And that's why I wanted to explore the whole thing about language. It's not so much that we can't use these phrases, we can't have fun when we talking and stuff like that, but be aware of when you're actually like not really talking about shit. Because stand on business means what? Because I mean, those kind of things have their own interpretation. Of course, I get it means to be solid, to do what you said you was going to do, but it's like we have all these things that we say to each other that we kind of know what it means, but it doesn't hold you to nothing. Another issue and another job, another thing I want to support you with is your ability to commit. Your ability to commit is so, it's like, it's the can I say the foundation? I don't know, but I know it's crucial to your relationships to people, places, and things. Oh, now we get cooking here, prolific. Oh my God. See this kind of shit right here? That's changing the world. Because right now we're doing work. Keep doing the work. You see this shit in the background? Because I'm with the smoke. Every show from now on, if I got them, you're going to see incense burning, man. You're going to just see smoke flying by my head because of smoke. Says you niggas love some symbolism. All right, we're going to take a quick break and be right back, all right? All right, we are back to make sure that I'm not here all night doing a video and whatnot. I'm going to keep it moving, and we're going to get right to this Drake news, man. So we are still in the aftermath of the K-Dot halftime show. All y'all said is going to be the best show ever. I mean, honestly, like I said before, I still, I can't say I hate K-Dot at this point, but I do see him a lot differently. I don't hear the music the same way anymore because I think what y'all don't realize y'all doing for people who not dick riding is that you're making people critique him more, and you're bringing more attention to where his skill level is actually at. Kendrick sound better if I don't question. I mean, everyone sounds better if you don't question how good they are. You know what I'm saying? But Kendrick sounds better if I don't think too hard about it. You're not thinking hard about it either. All right. You like to think that this is really, I mean, it's just a lot of words. You know what I'm saying? Whether they get intricate or not, the idea is whether it is about what you're communicating. The story doesn't matter if the person who hears the story doesn't understand it. You wouldn't tell me, oh man, that was a good story. I didn't understand any of it, but it was a good story. For example, The Matrix. The Matrix has so many different meanings and so much symbolism going on. Now, that's good symbolism. Okay? There's things about philosophy and religion and the concept of free choice and free will and so on and so forth. And I mean, all these different things, right, that go on in the Matrix. But when you watch the Matrix, you don't feel as though you don't know what's going on. You don't know who the main character is. You don't know why this is happening, why that's happening. You don't feel like that. The story is still being told, even though it's a lot of. It's basically you can run the shit back and see this symbolism, see that symbolism. I remember watching like basically like the commentary version with like Cornel West, and he's like in the first scene of the movie where Trinity is fighting and whatnot. He's pointing out like these different things. Like even when she jumps in the air, these different poses. It was weird, and I can't remember exactly what he said, but I'm like, nigga, how you get that? You know what I'm saying? So, anywho, I want to look at these two videos real quick.
You know what I'm saying, and pull something away from these people. They break my whole 16 bars down better than I can. You know what I'm saying, and pull something away from it, different from what inspired me to write it.
In other words, you're reading more into it than he's actually putting into it.
These people, they break my whole 16 bars down better than I can. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I mean by when you draw attention to shit. Now people are gonna start thinking, because now the seed has been planted. Him choosing to go that route with that Super Bowl performance and not just coming out there and rocking it the way you're supposed to and shit. People should not be saying they didn't know what you were saying or couldn't understand you for certain parts of your performance. It does not make sense for an artist of your caliber to have that kind of critique on you for a Super Bowl performance, which is supposed to be as perfect as you can get it. As perfect as you can get it, all right? So the main thing that's been going on is when people talk about this, they're not talking about it from a good faith perspective. They're talking about it in a way where you want to be able to talk shit, or you want to be able to, I don't know how to even put it, but you're not trying to have a genuine conversation about it where you're just saying, hey, I enjoy K-Dot's music, or I like the songs. If you like the performance, you could have said, oh, really? Well, I liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if I like something, I can just simply say, oh, really? Oh, right, you really like it? Well, I liked it. And it stays there. It stays there. I don't have to call you a name. I don't have to do nothing crazy. Okay? Yo, let me show you this shit from Twitter, man. Let me show you what's going on. Listen, poor Jason Whitlock. Hold on, let me refresh this shit, man. See, I can see this. Poor Jason Whitlock. Let me see if I saved it. This is crazy. So, this guy writes. Share my screen. Being vigilant. This guy writes, I get it. You're 57. Life didn't turn out the way you imagined. That kind of disappointment must be exhausting. You're the embodiment of peaked in high school, spending decades chasing validation from strangers through likes and digital hugs, only to find out that no amounts of external approval fills the void. Oh, he got another paragraph. Oh, shit. Criticism only fuels your victim complex, reinforcing the comforting delusion that there's some grand conspiracy against you and your brave ideas, when in reality, if you got terrible takes, it's a cycle. Outrage, backlash, self-pity, repeat. This is a lonely road. There's still time to rewrite the ending. Start by working on yourself first. You'll find that if you wake up every morning trying to be a little better and a little more curious, you won't have time for irrational hating. You'll be too busy winning. This is because someone doesn't like Kendrick Lamar. He's not talking about a race of people. He's not talking about someone's God. And I'm like, damn, hold on. Hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, my. Dude, hold on. I never thought about this shit. Hold on. Niggas. Do y'all ninjas think that Kendrick Lamar is God? Do y'all ninjas think that Kendrick Lamar is Jesus? Y'all ninjas actually think that Kendrick Lamar is Jesus. That's the only thing that explains how y'all respond. How, like, basically it is an offense to you niggas for someone to not agree with you. What kind of weird shit is that? That is sick. That's sick and un-American. Shame on you in a stack of Bibles. Shame on you in a whole carton of raw combs. 1 1/4. I got some really short combs, man. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't feel like they burning good. I think combs is meant to have a certain length pause for the smoke to travel. But yeah, but shame on you with a whole carton of combs. The good ones though, that burn good. Nasty work, King. That guy, first of all, everything he was saying to him was so personal. When people talk to you about this Kendrick shit, they get super personal with you. And you got to realize, yo, no matter what, one of the reasons why I stand on business, now this is standing on business, but I'm doing this standing on business, is because you can never allow people to come in your cipher and openly disrespect your opinion and your thoughts. When you talk about something that's opinion-based, where y'all can have an opinion, whenever someone comes into the situation approaching you with the energy of you're wrong for your opinion to the point where I'm going to beat you down for that. He's talking to a successful black man saying life didn't work out how you thought it would. Bitch, who the fuck you talking to? Disrespectful to black men. And on top of that, this is also someone. What is that? What's going on here? Oh, what did I do? Oh, yo, I did something bad. I don't know what I do. My bad, y'all. This is also someone that Kendrick said is not like us. Hold on, man. Where's this shit at? His name is let me see if I can get a bigger picture of him. This is a white guy. Oh, we got a black daughter. Okay. I guess I kind of get it. Or if that's his daughter, I don't know. But this is a white guy. This is a white man saying this to him about Kendrick Lamar. And again, just the fact that he thinks he can talk to someone who's accomplished this way over something. First of all, the song that we're talking about in question is dissing you. You niggas is so woke now that white people don't. I've had arguments with white people online about this goddamn performance that's about shitting on them. Oh, this is Serena's husband. Okay. Oh, that's who that is. I know who that was. All right, well, you still trash. This is Serena's husband, a true beta. He's mad at me rather than the wife for crip walking and still thinking about Drake. Oh, nasty vibes. Oh, okay. Cause this is the original drawing right here where he says, "This is what I saw. What did Drake do to you that makes you take it out on me?" So he's trying to tell y'all, light skin supremacy in 2025. We stay on your minds. And you already know, like white men, especially like again, when white men are with black women, your relationship is all about black men. One way or the other, it's all about black men because the dynamic that gets y'all both hot about y'all interaction is about the respective man. You know what I'm saying? Like if you with a white woman, your relationship is going to be a lot about white men, or it's going that will always be a element. It's always going to be the elephant in the room, whatever. But it's always going to be a part of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And you've seen that shit play out right here. Now, but the thing is, now this guy's very successful. I'm like, this is a billionaire, so this is supposed to be a billionaire. You see what I'm talking about? What I tell y'all, most of the time, if that nigga's well off and he's with like a sister, a lot of times. Usually, he's very unattractive, really unattractive guy. That is a very unattractive man. Guys, hell, that's some. It's gracious. I got guys ugly. Well, at least the picture I saw in the ending on the beach. Pause. I'm just saying, like, ugh. But anywho, unattractive men always have this insecurity about when they're around men who have handsome man's privilege. That's another reason why a lot of men jumped on board with the whole Drake thing because, like, yo, at the end of the day. Yo, like you bitches don't fuck with you like that. I'm just saying, girls don't like you. All right, you don't get girls like that. I mean, you don't rarely see a nigga that get girls get online and side with Kendrick because it's like because again the niggas who girls like, you know what girls like, girls like Drake. All right, and that's how you get them going. Everybody done smashed to a Drake song, and no one smashes any Kendrick songs ever. Yo, my comment section been lit. Yo, y'all have been pouring your hearts out in my comment section about good old Kata. You know what's crazy? Kenny don't care nothing about y'all. That's what's crazy. You understand? So anyway, I wanted to show that, and also wanted to show this statement from the NFL. So this shit says the NFL immediately sent a letter of apology to Lil Wayne after announcing last year that Kendrick Lamar had been chosen to perform the Super Bowl halftime show, which is fucking crazy. That's so fucking stupid. Lil Wayne has denied the chance to head. I'm sorry, Lil Wayne was denied the chance to headline this year's halftime show in New Orleans, a move which sparked outrage given a famous association with the Big Easy, where he was born and raised. And to add to the controversy, Kendrick's performance at the Superdome was heavily criticized by viewers who were left underwhelmed on Sunday nights. Okay. Yo, somebody wrote, the dude who posted this shit said, hold up, LOL. The NFL issued an apology over the halftime show. Fam, that shit is getting such a bad reception that they had to apologize. But you still got people online trying to boast this shit right here. Pardon me. Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show has broken the record for most watched halftime in history, with a reported 133.5 million. The most watched halftime show ever, up to 3% versus last year. So this is one of the situations where, oh my bad, I'm not even showing shit, my bad. Oh, but you heard me though. You heard what I said. Like, you got it, right? But no, this is one of those situations where people are saying something, but if you don't comprehend, you don't really get what they're saying. The most view doesn't mean anything. People are watching the Super Bowl anyway. All right. It's not, you know what I'm saying? The people who are watching the show were already watching the show. They weren't saying, I don't give a damn about the damn Super Bowl. I'm here to see Cant out. I want to hear my message. Where's my message for today? Because I definitely need this kid from Compton to put me on game. I need this weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Well, first of all, y'all don't even ask yourselves, what do Kendrick do all day? What does he do? Because he don't be writing raps. That nigga came out, his first raps going at Drake, that nigga sound rusty. He sound like he ain't been rapping. I'm dead ass. I'm a rapper. I know when niggas ain't been rapping. You can tell that nigga has not been rapping. He wasn't ready to rap until Not Like Us. That's when he had to shake the rust off. You can tell that nigga has not been rapping. He don't want to rap no more. He trying to tell you he's not inspired to rap no more. That's why anyone who's sitting on heat, they're not waiting 5 years to put an album out. 2017 and 2022 with a 5-year gap for Mr. Morale. Like, nigga, what? No features, damn near nothing. I think he did the Black Panther shit. I forget. I guess there was other features between them. I don't know. I think he was on Sir's album. Like, nigga was like not active at all for like 4 years. This shit is crazy. But anywho, I had one more thing I wanted to share before I go on the walk, but yeah, man, poor Jason Whitlock. He didn't deserve that. Okay, but I want to play this video from Wayno. I think this is Wayno. Yeah, Wayno, and he made a good point. And this is a response to Ebro's tweet about Drake and
with this whole sickness in Ebro might also with this whole rip his soul from the bottom. What do you know about this nigga personally?
Fair use.
What do you know about him personally?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's public. Yeah, we know the public shit. But what do you know about this nigga personally where you feel like he got to go see a shaman and bare his soul? Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, what the fuck is we talking about nowadays? What is going on? What's going on? Is this shit rap and entertainment, or are we about personal development and all of that? Now, there's a tweet that Ebro put up, and he says, the inability to admit excessive materialism, excessive partying in women, and not evolving from your 25/30-year-old self is a sickness. Bro, that's what hip-hop is. Hip-hop is always like now, like what I don't like about hip-hop is that we got too many fucking crossing guards and hallway monitors. It's way too many.
Fair use.
Hip-hop has always been this place that people would love to say expression.
Before you continue, I'm gonna say one thing about what Ebro made a point where he said that in so many words, Drake needs to go on a spiritual journey. He needs to be how Kendrick is and he needs to be more of a tortured soul, like how basic. Because part of Kendrick's persona, in terms of how he raps in his music, is that he's basically nuts. And I agree. I think you are nuts, Kendrick. I think you are a nut. Pause. And I do believe. I think you are. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy too. So you definitely got my vote on that, right? And Ebro's trying to make a case for why Drake is a bad dude, and what everyone, I don't know why, but after the shoot, the Super Bowl, right? Everyone kind of just grew a pair of nuts to say, you know what, enough. This is going too far. Enough. Y'all are all wild, and the narrative is starting to change from pretty much, because what started happening was that money ran out. Once the money ran out for the payola, less bloggers were going really hard about the song. You know what I'm saying? So they did payola one way or the other, but the blogs, you didn't have to pay the blogs. You just allowed them to play the song during their video. You know what I mean? So they can go ahead and make their bag off the song. They can react to the song live, right, and say positive things about it, and that's great promotion. Media really helped us. The same thing happened with this beef. Media helped to sway this shit, because if you can get all these voices to say shit at the same time, because I'm like, yo, y'all think it was kind of weird? Like, y'all think it's a little weird that to have every media voice? It's one thing if Drake was whack at rapping, he nigga just had no. I mean, again, I rap. I know what bars are. Like, nah, Drake is one of the greatest to ever fucking rap. I'm sorry. I'm not like y'all don't like that shit because he's not. Because the thing, like, you know what it is, like, you resent winners. Y'all hate winners. Y'all always hate on people that's winning. You know what I'm saying? And I guess it's human nature. You understand? But at some point, Ebro talks about Drake should do, I think it's Inuyasha. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those, it's like a psychedelic journey. It's like a psychedelic you take, and you go on, and like there's like a guide with you, supposed to kind of take you on a bit of a journey, some shit like that, right? And it's like, why would Drake have to do anything that Kendrick does or say? Why would he have to listen to him? Also, by what metric is he not moving on? First of all, a man's main purpose is to create value. He is continuing to create value. He is elevating his career. He's setting records. He's put on countless people and fed countless families since he's been put on. What the fuck are you talking about?
Expression. You know how many girls I grew up with that know the song Ain't No Fun If the Homies Can't Have None? And if the song comes on right now and we in a public function, people is going to dance and they're going to have a good time and they're going to sing a song about a man telling a chick, this ain't going to work out if none of my homies can't get none of this. And all the girls I grew up with, they love the song. You want to know why? Because it was just a song. It was just entertainment. It's just music. Now, there are people who their path in music is a different path. And we respect that and we love that. Facts. You ain't want to dispute that. We respect that shit and we love it. But everybody is not on the same path. And I think that, like, the problem that everybody has with Drake, including myself, is we always wanted him to be what we wanted him to be. I think, like, you look at entertainers and you know, they say that comparison is the thief of joy. But you're gonna get compared to anybody. You if you do something at a certain type of level and people enjoy it, they're gonna compare you to whomever they think is great or good at that craft or whatever it is. Michael Jordan and LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. I mean, Kobe literally, and Kobe, my favorite player, literally mimicked Michael Jordan, you know, and LeBron James. And LeBron James been doing it for the longest that he's possibly been, but he'll never have the 6 for 6. So that does diminish how people look at him, right? I think when it comes to Drake, people looked at his skill set, his ability, and said, oh, nah, this nigga could possibly, if he really wanted to, he could make something better than Blueprint. And that's like the bar in a lot of people's minds. And I'm talking about back in 2010, 2011, 2010. Excluding the oh man, if he could just stop singing. Oh man, if he could just stop. And don't get me wrong, while we all have our own personal feelings and wants from our favorite artists, these niggas still got to go be who they want to be, regardless to what anybody feels. They want to satisfy their fans. They want to satisfy the.
But yeah, I'm gonna stop it right there, man. I think we're gonna take a little break. We'll come back, man. But I think what you said was very profound, and it speaks to black men do not respect black men. Black women do not respect black men. We make it this culture that where it's like a cycle of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for the most part, the position that Kendrick gets to be in is a rare position where it's like, all right, well, it doesn't matter what you've done for me. Now again, he's addressing someone who's done great things for him, and yet a lot of y'all wouldn't know who he is. Not enough to make him rich if it wasn't for Drake. So on that regard, because for the most part, what people try to do to give Kendrick the edge in this battle was try to make it about morals. A lot of people try to actually really buy into the Mr. Morale. What's wrong with y'all? You don't know that man. And it's okay that you don't know him. That's his image. That's why I showed that first video about him saying these fans can break down to 16 for me better than I can, or they'll read something totally different into it than I actually put into it. Basically, meaning that basically they'll do the work for you. That's not being nice if the person is doing the work for me. But I'll also point out that can be a positive thing. It doesn't have to be a negative thing. That's okay when that's within the confines of I'm just a K-Dot fan and I enjoy his raps. It's something totally different when we're deciding who's the better rapper, because it stopped being about the better rapper. Y'all just started because you never heard Kendrick in that format calling him a battle rapper, a better battle rapper. What? Yo, Drake got mad diss tracks, nigga. Drake they answered everyone that mattered. And won at everyone who mattered, and he ain't back down for nobody. He went for every fade. The only phase he ain't finished was the ones he was told not to. And I hated how the Pusha T thing went, because it was like unnecessary. Like, it wasn't really a win. It was like, that wasn't a good song. Story added on. It's not a good track. It's not. That's not good music. And the biggest part of the track is you talking about his son. Basically, in so many words, you doxed him and put it out there that he had a son that other people don't know about. Drake is not a married, and people talked about it as if Drake is married with a whole family and he had a secret kid. He just didn't tell y'all that he had this child, and the baby wasn't but a year or two old. I think Adonis was like 2 years old at that time. You know what I'm saying? And I remember back then, it was like, you want him to lose, or it's like you want this to be. You know what I mean? And I remember being so confused listening to the Pusha T be interview on the Joe Budden podcast. I didn't realize, this is a relationship thing, because by that time, the Joe Budden podcast had become too much of a platform not to be used for interviews. Then they start doing interviews. So naturally, they're not going to come to the, you know what I'm saying? Like, and not only that, I never thought like, them niggas probably getting a kickback or something. Because everyone on the Joe Budden show, they're all big Drake fans. Despite Drake and Joe's beefs and shit like that, they're all big Drake fans. All right. And naturally, whenever it comes to a feud with one of your favorite artists, you go with it. You know what I'm saying? The nigga that's more lit. But anywho, but he also touched on something I thought was really important about he wasn't who we wanted him to be. And I wanted to explore that a little bit. I think that black men need to really explore who they are. The only way that's going to happen is through you developing, basically going on your spiritual journey, you know what I'm saying, and developing your faith, no matter what that is. And you finding your place in the world in terms of what you want to accomplish, and what your 5, 10 year, 20-year plan is. You know what I mean? And also finding out what makes you happy, because Angry Man, I always go back to this point that he made about it's a good thing, it's a beautiful thing that Drake wasn't raised by a black mother, because y'all would have never got all this good music, because he wouldn't have felt or had the confidence to express himself. You know what I'm saying? And Angry Man went on to go on to talk about his experience living with his cousin and watching how his mother interacted with his cousin. His mother had a white mother. He was biracial. You know what I'm saying? And the guy's super successful. And what he was saying was, and I've been saying this for a little bit, about how having positive reinforcement it's one thing. Yeah, you can be held accountable. You don't have to put someone down to hold them accountable, or you don't have to ish on someone to hold them accountable. You know what I'm saying? And we have this thing in the black community where we always have this thing about keeping it real. And what keeping it real really means is for the most part, how can I say? Because again, black people struggle with authenticity because we don't have an identity. So we don't really know who we are. We don't know where we stand on things. You know what I'm saying? We struggle with that. You know what I'm saying? And so we do this thing that when it comes to these kind of conversations, that's why it was so easy for us to get pulled into Not Like Us. That everything about Not Like Us makes no damn sense. First of all, Kendrick gets paid by people who not like us. His whole lifestyle is funded by people who are not like us. The ticket sales are from, and we're gonna get some ticket sales when I come back. Those ticket sales are not ticket selling. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, overall, I guess what I want to say is it's important for black men to develop their own identity about who they are, what's important to us, and where we're going, right? And also understanding that no, it is your birthright. This world is yours, and it is your birthright to lead your household and have an intentional effect on your immediate environment. Okay, it is not your job to be a bystander. It's not your job to be subservient to your woman or basically be placed in the same role or along the same lines as the children in the family. All right, there's this thing that goes on where black men have to belittle each other, and black men have to experience being belittled by the women in the community to the point where they think that's funny. They think that's a playful interaction to talk to you like you a little nigga. That's not a thing. So go try to bring everything back to the so what, and basically you just a nigga. Because that's what Kendrick was trying to. That was Kendrick's whole point. So what you put me on? So what you helped me start my career? I don't care. You know what I mean? So what you didn't start with me? I'm gonna rap like you started with me, and people will be in my comment section saying Drake started this, and now he's got to deal with people acting like people treat this shit like Drake was picking at Kendrick, or Drake was stalking Kendrick and popping up wherever he is. Kendrick be out with his family at Red Lobster eating biscuits, and Drake is he's across the way. And I'm saying the kids is going to school. The kids are saying, Dad, we see Mr. Graham at the park. And it's like, oh my God, this guy, he's trying to hurt me and my family. So I got to go ahead and make these diss tracks to stop him. That's how y'all are acting. And I was, y'all really think y'all in a movie? Y'all talk about that performance like it's a movie and it didn't actually happen. That's not what a halftime show is. Black people love the idea too of going somewhere and not doing a good job and still getting paid for it, or just getting away with shit. That's a narcissistic behavior. It's doing shit for the sake of seeing if you get away with it and pushing boundaries. Whatever. I'm going on break. I might not even come back. Going on. All right, y'all, we are back. How y'all doing? Let's bring the energy up. Man. Right. Okay. Make sure you clap it up for yourselves, man. So, and more K-Dot and Drake news. Let's go ahead and check out what the facts actually are. So, as of right now, these are the ticket sales for these three venues. I believe Toronto, Houston, LA, and Minnesota. So Kev Tuwalk says, what happened to all those? It will sell out once the Super Bowl happens. It's been a day, Crody. All that hype don't feel the same like last year, huh? Your boy didn't stick that landing at all. I'm sorry. Your boy didn't stick the landing at all, huh? Should have saved the message, quote unquote message, for his actual tour with his fans. Not a universal platform. Pun very much intended. Ooh, he said not a universal platform. Ooh, that nigga talking. The last 3 days watching Kenny fans defend their Lord and Savior. I just said that. I just said y'all niggas think that Kendrick Lamar is Jesus. That's the only thing that explains how y'all be acting. You really in your mind think that he's, you know what? He think he's Jesus. That makes sense too. Anyway, last 3 days of watching Kenny fans defend the Lord and Savior has been giving me life. They don't know how to handle criticism at all. They could never. Last 15 years at the top, Kenny got the high in the number 2 spot for so long, got a taste of the top spot and crumbled. 5 Grammys and then getting dragged the week after for all the hard work. I'm telling you, he cried over whacked out murals and people not congratulating him for getting the halftime show. What do you think he's doing now? He needs some milk. He definitely been crying in that G and X car. So, what Kendrick is experiencing right now is that he didn't get hot the right way. Whenever you go about getting stuff and you don't do it the right way, right? So the traditional path is that it's supposed to be difficult for artists to get back hot. One of the easiest ways to get back hot is to do something controversial or get yourself caught up in a beef. And 50 Cent showed us time and time again. The best way to stay in the public eye is that whenever you get an opportunity to wild out on your enemies, especially with social media, 50 Cent spends a lot of time wilding his enemies up on social media. And it's kept them culturally relevant. His name, he got us talking about it. You understand? Right? That's not the most positive thing. And to a certain degree, 50 make other people imitate pretty much that marketing plan. And what happened is, listen, 50 Cent is very smart, but you can't do 2 things at one time. So the focus, he's a part of why the focus went away from rapping and rapping well and making good songs, because 50, for whatever reason, decided that he wasn't going to be a pin nigga, and he took it to the extreme of, I'm going to be as simple as possible, right? And what happened was with him was that he just got to a point where his art, the artistic side of it, I think 50 Cent is still a great talent and an awesome rapper. But it was like one of the best ways I've heard a lot of rappers' journeys is what I heard Daylight say when he was talking about Geechee Gotti. He said Geechee got to a point where he was like, yo, I can rap this good while I'm at this level, and just said, yo, I'm good here. Meaning that he didn't see a reason to switch anything up, do anything different, you know what I'm saying, innovate in any kind of way. And I guess to a certain degree, we kind of just let it rock. And we let a lot of artists do that. Right. And that's what happened with 50. 50, I mean, because again, he focused so much on marketing, so much on pretty much kind of giving you a storyline, giving you like doing character building with you. Like when he talks about his reasons for beefing with people, that's his character building. And I think to a certain degree, that's another thing that's missing with artists of today is that y'all don't do much character building and you don't really give me an idea of what your character is or who this character is. You know what I'm saying? And I think social media kind of makes it to where like you can showcase that or not showcase that, but that's besides the point. What we find out is that KF2 talks about him hot in the number 2 spot because Kendrick was never necessarily the number 1 rapper. People more so had adoration for Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick was never the one who could carry the whole industry on his back. Kendrick, for the most part, his position was to be the anti-Drake in a way, where he does something similar but very, very different. Stand for 2 different things. He was more so, I feel like, compared to Drake because of his level of ability and effort, combined with we have to have one person who's like flashy and a little more surface level, and then someone who's more introspective. You know what I mean? Someone's kind of the opposite, but really 2 sides of the same coin. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z and Nas. So we needed someone to be in that spot, but then we got J. Cole, and now it went from being the 2 to the 3, which makes their relationship very complicated because J. Cole's style sits like almost right in the middle. A little more towards Kendrick, but right in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Where he's someone who is extremely unorthodox in terms of rapping about what other people rap about. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of can just give you a song just based off just rapping ability. You don't need a bunch of lifestyle from J. Cole or you don't need street stories from J. Cole. You don't need drug talk from J. Cole. He's going to rap well enough. But even then, the thing about J. Cole and Kendrick is, and I'm going to keep saying, is that, and it's cool. If you're cool with music that you have to like, we get to meet the person more than halfway, or you got to find reasons to like it, then I'm not mad at that. For people that I like, I will give shit a chance, and I'll let it grow on me. You know what I mean? Pause. But I'm not going to hear things that the nigga didn't say. I'm not going to say, I think he did it because of this. Somebody just wrote in my comment section that they think that he didn't do the hits because they wouldn't let him do the hits. It was some stupid shit. It was basically like them creating a conspiracy theory around a living person that you know, something that we all saw. We all saw it. There was no conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theories are so 2009. The fact of the matter is, nigga, you ain't sold these shows out yet, and y'all saying that because the argument that the kid, well, I guess we ain't gonna say fans, the Kendrick Lamar meat riders, because we're all Kendrick Lamar fans, all right? And you're all Drake fans. Stop playing. Stop it. Relax. You're all Drake fans. I'm gonna sip my salsa. You know what?
Goodness, you've had your surgery.
Good to go.
Get up and get out of them relationships.
Because I always respected your hairline on television.
Casanat. Shout out to the boy Casanat, man. Casanat is out here dropping truth bombs. Let's check out what Kai had to say about the performance. He said that he was there. Let's check it out.
Kendrick Lamar came out. Word to my mother. If anybody was there, y'all knew it was. Y'all knew it. Y'all felt it. Crowd was making no noise. This is me being honest. I was there. The loudest times that they made, the loudest time that the crowds did was, I think, him being shown for the first time, SZA, Samuel Jackson being shown for the first time, and then They Not Like Us.
I'm probably a better masseuse. Really don't bother nobody what they running by me if I got to clear out the room. You would not get the pit.
Okay. Oh my God. They add sound effects to the NFL shit. Oh my fucking God. All right. So right here, there was no sound. I just heard crowd sounds. All my life right here, there was no sounds. Fuck. They add crowd effects. I did not know that.
Ooh, I didn't like that one.
Kendrick Lamar came out. Word to my mother. If anybody was there, y'all knew it was. Y'all knew it. Y'all felt it. Crowd was making no noise.
And you know, black people really don't be realizing, you are a minority. Okay. There are other people, because again, a part of why I guess, I mean when Candace Owens first came on the scene, I didn't know much about her. I just know she was saying we shouldn't be Democrat, and I'm like, what do you mean you shouldn't be Democrat? And as I've been on my journey, basically trying to find myself and my idea of where I stand on things and what I think about things and whatnot. Of course, I don't really necessarily affiliate with any political party right now, but I know for sure it's like, there's so many different behaviors that come with being liberal. And one of them is just not making room for the possibility of being wrong. You know what I'm saying? And also you get to where you live in a bubble. You really feel like, for one, there's these agreed upon ideas that's kind of based on victimhood. You know what I'm saying? It's always this, we're all united on a united front, basically in so many words, against white men. And that's the primary evil that needs to be conquered in this world and nothing else. But the reality is that, people are a part of the world, right? Life has always been impossible. The way that we actually approach changing the world is by working together in an effective way that actually works. Okay, that's nasty word that y'all was adding tracks onto his performance. And again, the overall point is just that number one is not Kendrick's spot. He's not the hit maker. He's not who you come to for this particular thing. He do his own thing. People have always liked Kendrick Lamar. It's always been cool to like Kendrick Lamar for the most part. White people are not listening to those entire albums, or they don't know those entire albums word for word. Okay, the casual listener, they all not listening to Kendrick like that, man. Okay, it's even to the point where, again, like I was saying yesterday, you guys to keep changing the rules. And again, what we've seen black folks do the most during this whole thing is show how much you change the rules, whatever rule they were. You'll make up new rules and change the rules according to how you feel about someone that day. And you're not guided by right from wrong. That's why none of you felt bad about or felt weird about, this is a song about it's supposed to be, if it's supposed to be true. According to y'all, it's the truest, it's the realest thing ever. The Drake is definitely out here diddling kids. He's a diddler, according to y'all, right? That's definitely going on. No cases, no dockets, no where are the witnesses and the victims? It's been plenty of time. It's been plenty of time for someone to come forward. What everyone talks about is him texting Millie Bobby Brown or her saying that, we're friends and he texts me and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, that's like something that it seemed a little weird, but you know that he's not messing with this girl. It's not like it's not as if she don't have parents. And I'm just saying, like, yo, what? So you're saying that Drake was screwing a little girl. What else? The thing with he pulled the girl on stage. Yo, when the camera is on you, fam, no one looks cool in front of the camera all the time. So the way that video goes, he pulls the girl on stage. He doesn't know that the girl's 17. She says, "Oh, I'm 17." And he's like, 17? Now, mind you, this is when Drake is like 24. He's not like the age we are now. He's not 38 years old saying, "Oh my God." No, I mean, like, yo, when you're 24 and a girl is 17, yes, that's underage, but you're not like an old man. Okay, you're still a very young man. 25 is still a very young man. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, he didn't grope her. He didn't grab her up and whatnot. He gave her a kiss on the cheek. People said that he was making out with this girl. Okay. And again, this is back in 2014. So this is no situation where, like, yo, he at the high school staking out, eating licorice, leaning against a red Chevy. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I think we got like one more slide to show, man. What else we got, man? I think that might be it, man, for the show for today, man. We got anything else? All right. So, oh shit, man. The couple of hours, man, it's over.
Heat again. Y'all keep on booming and bopping and beaming. All right?
Fact.
Let us have our shit over here on this side. Y'all stay over there with Dot and all them. And another fucking thing, when Drake dropped this fucking heat on Friday with P&D, y'all can keep boom, bop, bing, bop, boom. Y'all keep boom, bopping and beaming right the fuck over there. Y'all can squabble the fuck up. And
he's not exaggerating. Kendrick Lamar has a song where he's going beam, bop, boom. Like it's a few songs on the album where he's doing weird stuff like that.
And all that shit, right the fuck, don't come back on this side when Drake start dropping that fucking heat again. Y'all keep on booming and bopping and beaming. All right? Let us have our shit over here on this side. Y'all stay over there with Dot and all them. And another fucking thing.
Listen. Today, someone said that Kendrick Lamar fans are mad because they got to play Not Like Us on Valentine's Day. Listen, y'all heard a snippet for that Party Next Door and Drake joint? Listen, it's over. It's over. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You know, I'm confident that Trigger said, "All right, hold on, nigga, relax, nigga, relax." Nigga, hold my beer. When Drake, first of all, when Drake do collab albums or do collabs in general, you know, especially with the people that he bought on, that he got chemistry with like that, pause. I heard that snippet, I was like, yo, that nigga said, like my love language ain't felt. See, even the lyrics on this shit, you know what I'm saying? He said, You said the things I do for you, I did for someone else. Like my love language ain't thought. I said, see, listen, that's that cloth talk. If you ain't never been able to trick on your girl, you wouldn't know about that. You know, I'm out of here, man. Yo, listen, that shit about to drop in a couple of hours, man. But let's talk about that real quick, man. So this is one of those things where what I want to say about this battle, and I think that this is the best way to kind of not say end it, but I'm not going to end. I'm sorry. The best way to explain it. Drake lost in the court of public opinion, and this is how powerful the court of public opinion can be. But what's about to start happening is you see it happening now. More people are waking up to realizing that because again, Kendrick Lamar has always used certain kinds of imagery to trigger the nigga in you. You know what I'm saying? On the cover of Mr. Morale, he got a white tee on, a fucking. Why do you have a crown of thorns? This nigga is always trying to tell you that, yo, I'm your savior. I'm Black Jesus. I know he's on the album. He's not your savior, but still, you still talk like you think you're doing savior talk, preaching the savior talk. You know what I mean? So as the economy worsened and worsened and worsened, it's been starting to make people take life more serious and really think about, y'all trying to win. I can't waste no time. I can't waste no money. I'm trying to win. So the message or the vibe that comes with K-Dot's music, I remember hearing Angry Man say how the stuff that K-Dot talks about he doesn't relate to anymore because he's like, yo, I'm not struggling no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing bad no more. So a lot of those songs, I don't relate to those songs. He started talking about how when things started getting better for him, he related more to Drake's music because it was more fitting for where he was at in life. You know what I'm saying? I always talk about the Chicago freestyle with Giveon, where Drake is kind of like describing what his life looks like now. You know what I mean? When he says, I go through underground garages. You go ahead and with your girl, and we'll know who's out there watching. You know what I'm saying? And kind of describing the way that he has to move on a regular basis and how this has all become normal to him. And his music has kind of always been about him becoming him describing rising to the top to y'all. That's what he's always been doing. I'm describing every single part that I feel about rising to the top and being on that top floor. And I want you to know how it feels to be up here and how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of has always been his story, right? And that's the vantage point that he always kind of raps from. But anywho, I want to bring it back again to like what people's position is, right? So in battle rap, there are only a few people who can translate from one league to another in terms of audience, particularly like a King of the Dot. So there are some people who are very good on certain leagues, let's say RBE, right? But there are very few people who are always who can come to URL and rock a URL stage. So URL is a different crowd, it's a different standard. They have the best rappers and the best battle rappers in the world. And it's a lot of people who debuted on Smack, and they just didn't translate well because it's just not their crowd and their way of rapping. I'm saying like it's like a universe. Like leagues are like universes where like, yo, you're the strongest in your universe. There's some people who are stars on certain platforms and leagues, and they go to URL and I don't know why, but they'll just bomb. You know what I mean? Also, it's the same thing with music. It's certain songs that sound good in your car, that sound good you will listen to in your headphones. But if you was to play it in a stadium or perform it in a stadium, it's just not going to hit. But that doesn't mean it's not a good song. We just may not be that kind of artist. You know what I mean? And stadium songs have to have those big sounds. You know what I mean? And again, K-Dot, he wanted to. I don't know what he was thinking. I think on some level he wanted to. It was all about making. And from the beginning, it felt like he was making this performance about Drake. It was very clear that, yo, I got this because of Drake. This is all about Drake. And he dedicated the whole performance to Drake. He even had to check. Yo, you a corny ass nigga, bro. You got a lowercase a chain. Nasty work, King. All right, we had an hour and a half, man. I've been here long enough, man. Love y'all, man. Y'all be safe out there. Until next time, we out.